Frieren is an great anime, or is it? Frieren is an great anime and there is no doubt about it. And after watching many people talk about this anime, talk about why they love this anime, I thought that people understood Frieren. Or do they? No, none of that Vsauce bullshit. So why don't we go to our usual spot? Now there is something negatively weird happening with the second season of Frieren that I don't really understand. Now the first season of Frieren has an overwhelming score of 9.25, but the second season has 8.97. Now that score is fucking amazing, I'm not denying that, but why such a huge difference? And there are a lot of negative reviews for the second season. Now for the first season there are negative reviews too, but in the negative reviews of the second season, something weird is happening. Now, of course, some of those negative reviews have those people who are just spouting words and not speaking any language at all and just saying things and just hating on Frieren just because it is popular. Now, those are not the people I want to talk about. The people I want to talk about that say that the first season was better. And that's alright. But some of those say that the second season is worse because it has nothing. And that is the weird part for me. Now by having nothing, they mean that the second season has nothing going on, nothing happening in it. And yeah, you are right. But that is weird for me. Because in the first season of the Frieren, there is nothing happening in it too. Frieren isn't an anime in which huge events are happening, huge things are happening, that when watching them, you are going to get so much intense feeling and get so confused and out of those intense feelings. No, Frieren isn't about that. Frieren is a slow anime that takes its time showing the characters just walking, doing their things, interacting with the people in this fantasy world who are living their normal lives, who are human beings. They have real feelings. They are living in this world that you are watching. This world isn't just an empty world filled with NPCs. No, they are real. And because they are real living beings in that world, they have real feelings, real things going on for them. And that is why you connect with this anime. It isn't because huge things are happening, big things are happening. In the first season, nothing big happened. After like 6 episodes, something happens. After 8 episodes, something big happens. So does that mean all the previous 8 or 6 episodes were trash? No, they weren't. We all know that. We all understand that those wasn't the trash. Those were the real thing that Frieren is about. Frieren isn't about big things happening. Frieren is about real emotion, real people, real world, and trying to understand those real things. That is what Frieren is about. My favorite episode of Frieren was the first 6 episodes, in which nothing fucking happened. It was just Frieren and Frieren doing their thing, walking through different villages, solving the villagers' problems, and trying to make money or trying to survive the cold. Those were my favorite episodes. And I thought that people understood that. People understood that Frieren is about those episodes, those things. But now, after watching what is happening with the second season, now I'm doubting that. Now I'm thinking people don't understand it. And that is weirding. Fuck. And as I was saying, that is weirding me out. Why? Why people are thinking that? Now there are some conclusions that I reached to. Now after seeing the overwhelmingly positive score of Frieren, people thought that this anime is a masterpiece. This anime will give me everything I want, that this anime is going to be the best thing ever. But when they watched it, it wasn't the best thing ever in existence. They decided to think that this is trash because this isn't giving me the supernatural, the best anime there is. And that's why it's trash. Why it has such a good score? And those are unrealistic expectations. Because of those unrealistic expectations, people wanted to see the best thing ever. But when they watched it, it wasn't. So they said it isn't that, so it is trash. They made up their mind. They thought of that this is the best thing ever. So when they didn't get the best thing ever, then it turned into a trash. And the thing that is happening with the second season are the same unrealistic expectations. The people who watched and liked the first season now said that yeah, it has such a high score and I watched it and so it was the best thing ever. In their brain unconsciously thought that it is the best thing ever. And when they watched the second season, which was literally the same thing as the first season, well, not literally, but you get my point, people's brain got confused because it felt different. It did not feel like the same thing they watched before. And that's why they tried to make some kind of a sense for them. And that's why they said nothing is happening. In truth, nothing was happening in the first season too. Literally nothing. After 6 episodes, something happened. After 8 episodes, something happened. They forgot that nothing portion of Frieren was the thing that made Frieren, was the thing why they fell in love with Frieren. Their brain changed the thing that they loved. Now let me ask you, is Frieren the best anime ever in existence? Now many of you would be saying that it isn't. And yeah, you are right. It isn't the best anime ever in existence. In my point of view, there are a lot more better anime out there. But the thing about Frieren is, it is very hard to hate. It is very hard to hate Frieren because everything it does is good. And there are many things in this anime that are so good, that are so easy to love. And that's why, by a coincidence, Frieren became the #1 anime of all time. Because everybody that watched it liked it. Even if they didn't like the anime, the lowest score that you can give Frieren is an 6 or an 5. Nothing less. Because Frieren does not do anything trash. And it doesn't try to be the best anime ever in existence. I will understand if you give JoJo a 1 score. I will understand if you give Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann a 1 score. If you give Legend of the Galactic Heroes a 1 score. I can understand that. But if you give Frieren a 1 score, I don't understand it. Because it was an anime that was hard to hate. Because of that, by coincidence, people gave it a high score. And by coincidence, it became the #1 highest score anime of all time on ML. That's why it became the best thing ever. Not because it tried to become the best thing ever. It never tried to become the best thing ever. It just became the best thing ever. And that is why I say that the biggest enemy of an anime are expectations. That is the biggest enemy. No matter how great an anime is, if you are expecting one thing and it turned out to be some other thing, then that is trash. Frieren is about those nothing parts. And those nothing parts is what makes Frieren real, is what makes Frieren so atmospheric, so emotional, so connectable. That is why so many people fell in love with Frieren. And that's how Frieren became the best thing ever in anime. Not because it tried to be, it just turned into it. If I have to describe Frieren in one word, it would be adventure. Frieren is about adventure, and not that epic kind of adventure. It is about an adventure in which you see people, connect with them, and find your own self. The part of nothing happening in Frieren is the true Frieren. I usually sit down in the last section of the video, but in this one I didn't. So yeah, that's it. Bye bye. Oh yeah, and watch the video and subscribe. Bye bye.